welcome back. I'm Kirsten from JK Fiber Arts. Today we are going to pick up where we left off a couple videos ago. We did the Water Lily Rolags spin, which was this gloriousness right here. We spun this, if you recall, at a DK weight, and from the blended Rolags that we made. This is for the Dahlia Hat, which has like little star kind of honeycomb pattern, and it has like a little star at the top. It's really cool. But now we are looking for the contrasting color, which the pattern actually calls the main color, but you use less of it than this one. So, but what I'm looking for is I'm going to try to blend these together. We're going to see if I like how this turns out. I'm going to take some of this roving here that has some alpaca in it and some mystery fiber that I can't remember. I mean, I knew what it was once upon a time. I know that I bought this from Alpaca Festival, so I'm certain that there's some alpaca in here. And this I used in some of this blend as well. But there's also here I have a little bit of silk here that I had hand dyed, and then this is merino. And this is commercial top. So this is what's going to add a little bit more structure because if I take this top and drum card it, what's going to happen is the fibers are mostly in alignment. So as long as I keep them this order and don't go perpendicular, it should make this a not completely worsted prep, so it'll wear a little bit better, although this stuff is completely worsted. But we're going to blend this together and see what we get. And we'll go from there and see if I'm liking the way things are coming along, if I like the contrast color. I think this is a little too much purple for this, so I'm trying to tone it down a little bit, maybe lighten it up a little bit and see what we get here. So let's get started. So I have my drum carder all set to go. I do have to put my glasses on because I can't see without them, but I don't like the way I look in video with my glasses on because they reflect purple. So let's get started here. Let's just lay down a base of this purple. And typically when I'm blending, I like to run it through at least twice, sometimes more. So I'm going to do, and this is only 2 ounces, by the way, because I'm not going to need that much for this hat. So this is a total of 2 ounces that I had weighed out. And the lion's share of it is actually the purple. It's denser. The roving doesn't weigh as much. It's a lot lighter. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start with this light layer of purple, and then I'm going to add a little bit of this silk in there. And this is my burnishing brush, and I just use that to really pack that first layer down. And I'm going to add just a little bit more of this on here. A little more burnishing. And now let's head to some of this roving. And let me just see if I get a sense for whether or not I even like this color. I don't want it to turn it too brown. So let's see what we get. Next thing here, we're going to add in some of this silk, which I think is going to be lovely. And I am going to run this through, like I said, at least twice, because I don't want this. I want this to look like a solid yarn, because here's my nice semi-solid to go. And if you remember, we chain plied this. So this is going to be progressive. I don't know. Hold on a second. I don't know if you remember how we did this. I guess I am assuming a lot of things. But we did this as a chain ply. So you'll see that the color is going to progress through white to light pink to the kind of, purple, very light wine maroony purple. So it is going to progress through the hat in a repeat pattern. That's a good representation of it right there, I think. like that. So that's going to be pretty cool. So I'm going to keep adding some of this in here. And I'm finding that this has a lot more VM in this version than the last one. I must have got a slightly dirtier chunk when I grabbed it out of the bag that I purchased from. It was just like a big bin, and I just was like spooling it into what I wanted. It's also a little bit felted, but all the better for the drum carder because that will get rid of that feltiness. And it spun great on the Rolag, so I'm not too worried about it. And then we're going to take a quick stop here and look and see if I like where this color is heading at least. Can you guys see that? I think I like it. I'm going to add some more of this dark purple to it. And then the next pass, it'll blend together a whole lot more. It might need a third pass to get it completely homogenized. I'm just picking out these larger pieces of vegetable matter in here. I'm not a fan of that. There we go. I want it less streaky and more blended, so I'm going to see if I can't open this a little bit wider. Usually I don't try to open it this wide. I usually just put it on kind of like strips. This is going to be good. There we go. Well, that's pretty. I don't have a lot of this, so we're going to use it throughout. Okay, a little bit more here. And just let this one roll on. And I'm just letting this kind of wind on here. When it's roving, it's already really thin and airy and light. It's already been put through the drum carder. I'll oftentimes just take a big long piece of it and then I'll just let it go in, and I don't hold it with my hand or anything, but it'll just kind of wind it slowly on to the carder. That way I don't have a lot of gaps in between when I'm trying to blend something. And then I'll just sort of gently guide it back the other direction. All right, let's see what we get with this. I think I might want to put some more of this in too. All right, so I'm gonna let this go on. I can't get to it in time. You can't hold it back. If you hold it back, it's gonna tangle and get onto your liquor ends. So you just gotta let it roll on. I'll just pick that piece out when I come to it. But my plan here is to make this a darker version purple than what I used in the hat main body color. We're almost done here. I do think this is going to be a lovely color. I love the color of the dye they used. And it is set because when I set the yarn, nothing bled, so the dyeing was beautiful. And again, I'm just trying to open this up a little bit, just opening it up. See how this goes. And there, we got one maybe 2 pieces left here. Let's see. I've been sort of staying away from the right side because when I was winding back, that side's a little more full than the rest of it, and I was just trying to make it symmetric. So I'll just add a little bit more to this side here. This is looking good. I think this is going to look good. And again, the goal here is to make this more of a solid colored yarn and less of a variegated yarn. Hence the passing it through at least one more time, if not twice. We'll see what we get here. All right. So you see what we got here. I think that looks pretty good. And here's the, obviously the yarn here. We'll take the bout off and look at that more closely in just a sec here. So what I'm going to do is just take this off. This looks lovely. If I wasn't trying to blend this specifically for this project, I would spin this just like it is. It's a really pretty blend. Wow. Very lovely. Merino silk, alpaca, and probably the rest of that is merino. So let's take a look at this. I think it looks great. I would like to pass this through at least one more time. So let's do that. Yep. So we're going to homogenize this right up. So what I'm going to do is just peel this into some strips and bits here, like so. And just try to get this more homogenized, which is kind of sad because I really do like it the way it is. Look how pretty it is. We are ready to run this back through here. So what I'm going to do is just start ripping this off and putting it on here. And blending it more. And I'm going to keep doing this, and then I will be back to show you this second pass at the end here and see how homogenized it is. I can see it's already much more homogenized than the first time. As soon as I get this covered up, we can take a quick stop and I'll show you, and then I'll just show you what it looks like when we are taking it off. Oh, it seems a crime to just blend all this gorgeous silk in like that. I love when it pops out. But it will give us some strength and hopefully some better wear, since this is going to be woolen prep-ish. Woolen prep-ish. All right, let's take a peek here and see. Remember what that, oh yeah, it's much more blended than it was. It might be one more pass after this, but let's take a look and see. And then after I get this one off, we'll compare it to the yarn. So here we are with the second pass. You can see what that looks like here. A little piece of VM there. So let's take this off, and then we'll see what this looks like. Well, I can tell you that silk is really blending in nicely because there's more of a diffuse sheen in this now, which I like. I think I may be inclined to do one more pass. We'll see what this looks like. Okay. bring this over here and have a look. This looks much more blended than before, and I think one more pass is going to put us where we want to be. So I'll just go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you the end result here. But look at this. Remember how when we flipped it over before, it was kind of like a solid purple on this side, and now it is not. Sorry, I'm still picking out vegetable matter. I have never had so much vegetable matter go through my drum carder. This is not favorite. All right, so let's run it through one more time. The third time was definitely the charm. We are definitely, look how homogenized this is now. You can see across here. I hope I'm not blocking. So let's take this off and we'll be ready to take a look at this. And what I'm using here, this is called a bat lifter. This is from Clemes Clemes. And it's a nice little handy dandy thing. If you want to see other ways to do it, if you look back at my older drum carding videos before I got this, I was using my Ashford drum carder, and I have how to do it without this. For me, it's essential for a double wide because my hand isn't big enough to hold it the whole way across, but on my Ashford, it's narrow enough that I can do that. So I exclusively use this now. Here is the third pass. I have to apologize, this entire video has not been up to my usual standard. Somehow I lost the camera angle from my iPad and it's just gone. It went into the ether. But what I do have is this third pass, and I really think this is going to look wonderful as the contrasting color. I'm going to show you guys the video next time, or maybe a couple times later. It depends on how everything goes. Everything's happening fast and furious with me in the early summer, springtime here. But I will get this going. I will do the spin for this, and we'll work on WPI and matching our yarn. We'll show you how to do that. And then we'll be ready to knit the Dahlia hat. The other stuff that I have coming up, which is super exciting, Maryland Sheep and Wool is next weekend, and I have taken off 3 glorious days from work. I am doing 2 workshops. One is the intersection of fiber preparation and color with Jill Duarte. She is the owner of Hip Strings, and you know, that's right up my alley. Fiber prep and color. So I'm excited to see what I'm going to learn, and if I have any new exciting things I can apply to what I'm doing. And the other one is the introduction to multi-shaft weaving with Beth Truesdale, and that is something that I really am looking forward to doing. I want to hone my weaving skills. I've got a 4-shaft loom that's in need of a little repair, but I think that I can get that up and running with a little help from my friend Diana. And this is going to be an awesome upcoming fiber-filled week. And I will try to get you guys as much information as I can about these awesome classes. And then what you're seeing kind of rolling in the screen behind you here is that awesome scour from last week. So the combing of the Gotland, oh, it's so gorgeous. Mary from Camesh Fiber Arts had commented it looked like liquid silver, and I am just, it's stuck in my mind. I'm like, it absolutely does. So I have started spinning that, and I will show you a video on that as well. And then the last thing I have here is me doing a little combing of the Montadale. And this also is just turning out wonderfully. I carded and combed some of it, and they both worked beautifully. I haven't started spinning any of this yet, so it'll be fun to see. And let's see, I'm going to speed this one up, so I'll leave you with this as the closeout here. And I will see you guys next time. Feel free to peruse my shop. There's lots of fibery goodness, from custom milled top to comb top, hand-dyed top. There's Rolags. There's some art bats still, some really gorgeous art bats. And all kinds of lovelies. I will see you guys next time. Until then, spin happy.